know it's all downhill from here? Okay, so here we go with install tips part 2. Did you know if you carried orange cones with you during an installation and you place them out in front of your car or your truck, and if somebody hits you, you're not liable? There's orange cones. You should have seen the orange cones. I didn't know this until I got hit. So what we're going to talk about today is installations part 2. And what I wanted to tell you is I just cleaned out my truck. Let me show you. So this is my Epic Chevy. It's a dually, and this is my Anderson Hitch. And that is my toolbox back there that I use for emergency situations. But this is basically where I store all of my signs and whatnot. Now we also use these buckets. Whoa. We also use these buckets that we use to put all of our letters and candles, and we usually have them all staked because it's just so much easier doing it at home, and it gives a job for the kids to do because they're finding every excuse not to do anything. So what will probably end up happening is I'll have anywhere from 3, sometimes 4, but in this case, let's just say 3 different displays in the truck during installation time. Maybe Jennifer will do one, but the likelihood that that happens is probably a better chance of winning the lottery. So how do you organize your car or your truck so that you maximize your time and your space? Okay, because I don't know about anybody else, but like, have you put like a lot of H stakes in a car? You know, and here's a perfect example. If I have all these H stakes because I want to bring extra ones, just because you never know if one of these things break. If you put these in your truck and they slide, here, let me show you. If you put these in your truck and they slide, and they kind of get all over the place, you grab one, you know, and it's just loud and it's messy. And, you know, you're trying to be like a SEAL Team 6 operator, and you want to be quiet when you're doing this stuff. You don't want to wake anybody up. So, holy cow, Amazon's here. Okay. And one of the things that I want to make is do you know how when you get your displays and you got them all together, kind of like in a bundle like this, you know, and they're thick. There's 13 of these things, you know what I mean? So I lay them down in the back of my truck, and like I had said, during movement, it just goes everywhere, and it makes me crazy because it's extremely difficult to get it out late at night. So I found 2 pieces of 2x6. 2x6, and I'm going to measure 53 inches, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a box, all right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a box, and I'm going to put it in the back of my truck. Okay? So I'm in the process of actually making a box that's going to be wide enough to fit my display in. Not my flare, just my display, okay? And that's what we're going to start here doing. So I'm going to have to figure this out as I go, but I have to get this done because it's just driving me bananas. What I figured out. So I'm going to want this space. I have enough space in my truck. This is 8 inches wide on each side of the actual hitch. Okay, you guys see that? So on each side of my hitch, here and here, I have roughly 8 inches from this point to this point. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a box that's 7.5 inches wide. So that's wide enough to fit all of my letters. And I'm going to hopefully try to do it for both sides. Okay. Now, with that being said, one of the things that you want to do, if you have spare wood, is because I'm going to make a box, I'm going to frame this box out. So because this is 7.5 inches wide, all right, I've cut 7.5 inch pieces. 7.5 inches 1, 7.5 inches 2, and then sports fans. All right, sports fans. So now I have this extra piece of 2x6 by whatever. It's a scrap piece, but I've measured off 7.5 inches because that's going to be the size and the width of my box that I put in my truck. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut both those pieces out. All right. Now, if you've never done it before, this might be an optimal time to exchange favors with your husband for honeydew chores, because that's kind of a commodity now. Okay. All right. So I'll show you. Okay. You're going to line up your saw on the cut line. Now, since this right here is going to be the wood that you're going to actually put to make your 7.5 inch box, what you want to do is you want to use your blade and cut it on the outside of this line. All right. So, poop. All right. You're with me now. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this on the miter saw, and you want this flush on the back. Okay. Now, this blade is probably about 1/8 of an inch thick. So if you cut right on the line, it's not going to be perfect. So you want to be on the outside of this line. All right, now I'm going to line it up a little bit. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'll put you right there. Now I should be wearing eye protection and ear protection, but because I'm already deaf and I already have bloodshot eyes, I'm not going to worry about it. Keep your fingers away from the stuff. All right, what you'll notice is you still see there's a line there. There's a pencil line there. All right, so you don't want to cut on the line because you'll cut it too short, 1/8 of an inch, or even a 1/16 of an inch. Don't do that. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece. I'll only show you this once. We're going to come over here and we're going to screw it right in like this. All right, you see that? This is 7.5 inches. This is 7.5 inches. I'm going to make one here. I'm going to cut these to 53 inches. And I'm going to cut another one. And I'm going to make a box. Okay? And I'm going to use finishing nail screws or deck screws to screw this in. So, yeah, hold on. Take 1 second and tell you some of the tools that you'll need. Obviously, you'll need a ruler. Okay? You're going to need a skill saw or some kind of saw, miter saw, skill saw, whatever it happens to be. But when it comes to cutting straight lines, you can't eyeball it. All right. There's a thing called a square, and I've talked about this in a couple other videos. And this is a square. It's actually not a square; it's a triangle, right? Okay. But this is what you use in order to make a straight line. All carpenters know how to use it. Why? Because stuff's got to be straight. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to do this. All right. So I have taken my ruler right here, and I've measured out 53 inches, okay? And I made a little check mark, all right? Now, I'm gonna move my tape measure, and I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna line my square up right on the tip of that mark, okay? And then, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna draw a line. Then, as you pull it away, you'll have your straight line. There it is. All right. Now, when you use your skill saw, you'll be able to cut on a straight line. You do the same thing for the other board at 53 inches, and boom, there you go. I want to measure them up. I'm going to put my block like that. I'm going to put the other one like this. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Okay? You'll make sure that they're straight. I'll straighten this out here in a second. But now you're going to take some screws. All right, so I was in the process of screwing the ends of my 7.5 inch butts, right? These guys, into the 53 inch pieces. One of the things that you got to make sure that you do is you got to pre-drill your holes. Okay, here's why. If you don't, the wood will split. All right, if you pre-drill them, you'll be in a much better spot. All right, so what I did as far as pre-drilling my holes is I went 1 inch off each corner. Okay, so I took my square Okay, put it on the lip and measure it out 1 inch. Okay, sorry, measure it out 1 inch. See the little mark right there? No, you don't. It's right there. Okay, and then I do it again on this side. It's a little off. It's not totally 1 inch. Okay, but then what you're going to do is you're going to take your drill. Please hold. Okay, so now you got your drill bit, right? And now what you're going to do is you're going to drill it on the marks that are on your board. All right, and let me show you what. The reason why you do it on 1 inch is that when you line up, I'll show you. When you line up your boards, that'll be 1 inch off, and that'll be 1 inch off, and it will go directly in the back of these boards. Okay? And because it's pre-drilled, it shouldn't split. We'll try it out. Don't use a 5/32 bit. It's not wide enough. I split the wood again. All right, so now I'm going to use a 1/8 inch drill bit. All right, that did it. What I want to make sure that you understand is if you're going to use junk wood at your house that you've used that's been outside for a while, it's probably going to be bowed or it's going to probably be bent, which means it's not going to be perfectly straight. So if you get off a little bit, like 1/8 of an inch, or even a little bit more, or if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then just don't worry about it. But this is how it worked out with the 1/8 of an inch. You can see that great, can't you? All right. So you just drill them right in there. So far. So I drilled these pieces in, I drilled this piece in, and now I have my box. All right, and my box that will hold my yard stakes is, you know, basically 4 1/4 inches wide, which is the perfect width. This is the perfect width for all of my, for one of my letter sets. So look at this. All right. So now I have everything in there, and in theory, it's not going to move around a little bit. I think the problem with this could be that if I don't have something on the bottom of it, it's going to tear up the plastic part of the letters. So I don't know how great this is. It's probably not optimal, but for right now, let's see how it works. All right. Again, it's not going to be optimal for the sides, but check this out. All right, it's in there really good. It's going to move around a little bit, and now I can come over here and grab all these and pull it out. How about that? All right, I'm going to make another one. I want to put it on that side. So we have ourselves a little install. Here we go. So now we have 2 53-inch shelves that I could use. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an area. This happens to be 31 inches from that tip to this tip, and I think I can create sort of like a little area where I can have my H stakes and even my bucket with my 12-inch stakes right here. Now if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do it with the same exact method that I just did. I'm going to make a box. Okay, in this case it's going to be wider, and then I'm going to measure my 12-inch bucket, and then I'm going to make a brace or a bracket to keep it from moving inside there. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. But good project. I'm sorry I'm bouncing back and forth here. It's been crazy. All right, you ready to see the final thing? I think it turned out pretty good. Not bad for recycled material. All right, here we go. So now I got my boxes of stakes right here that I can pull out. I got my H stakes, and then I have 2 cargo containers. Still gotta figure out how that doesn't move. And bang, right? Like maximize your space with recycled materials. Like, why wouldn't you? I'm surprised it's taken me this long. But yeah, you can check out my other video, which I think is pretty good, by clicking on the link right there. And let's see. What else? Hopefully, you've gotten enough information on how you can actually create a small box that you can figure out the specifications in either your truck or even maybe your car. Maybe it's not conducive to do what I'm doing, and that's okay. But it's about time that I get a little bit more organized in that department than I already have. So, hey, listen, if you found any of this information like useful at all, like, wow, that was great, I'm going to take that with me. Please consider liking the video. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel. You'd be doing me a personal favor. That would be great. You could also check out our sponsors too. We have lawncandysupply.com. You can click on the affiliate link below and you can go check out their stuff. It's really good, along with signwayonline.net with Alizar and Mindy. There are other sponsors of our channel as well. So if you're going to purchase any flair or you're going to purchase any yard letters, consider supporting them because they support me. That would be great. And then last but not least, some exciting more news. This Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing a live stream. I was planning on charging $4.99 for the live stream, but after looking at the results, a lot of people are expressing interest, but nobody wants to spend any money, which is fine. I'll give you the content for free. I was just hoping, I don't know what I was hoping. So I can't change the event to a free one, but I'll tell you what we're going to do regardless is the Facebook Live integration where two people can co-host an actual event is terrible. So we're going to get everybody going to the Facebook invite. And if you paid for it, I will reimburse you. So just know that. And if you have any interest, just click in the comments below and I'll send you a free invite that you can join the live stream. But what we're going to do is I'm going to provide a link to crowdcast.io, which is a far better solution than what Facebook has to offer. It's just easier, and Amanda's going to go over Facebook and the Facebook algorithm and everything associated with Facebook and how you can incentivize people and ask them to share and to like your business page and things of that nature. Believe it or not, within the first 2 minutes that we were talking just the other day while we were going through some technical stuff, I was already enamored by everything that she showed me. And I didn't even see it when I'm on Facebook. I don't even think about it. And it's crazy. So you'll learn a lot, I promise. Whether you come it's free, so just come. And then the following week, we're going to be doing another live stream with Miss Kelly Hawkins, who's just a beast, and I love her. And we're going to be going over how you can purchase used or even maybe new printers and use waterproof paper and other things, waterproof vinyl, to create flair at your own house. Now, it's not going to probably be like the type of, vinyl that you would get from someone who's got a $20,000 printer, but if you wanted to do it quickly on your own, boom, you could solve the problem there. And I want to learn how to do that. And if you're cutting vinyl and you're wishing that you had access to, a printer that printed vinyl, boom, you can go. It's free. Just come and join. If you're not a member of our private Facebook group, please consider joining. The link's down in the description below. And that's it. That's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions, please comment. And listen, make it happen. I hope you guys are having a great day. Hey man!
How you doing?
You got a package for me?
Yes, sir.
Hey man, I'm filming a YouTube video. I want to get you on here. Is that cool?
Sorry?
I'm filming a YouTube video. Can I get you on here?
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. What's this?
a little box. I don't know what it is. You should know though.
Like for Halloween, they do, you know, you boo your neighborhood.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Big Mike.
How's it going on in the Amazon truck? You liking it?
Man, it's alright.
It's full tilt, right?
Yeah. You want to see?
Come on, let's see. Give me a breakdown.
Alright, so I do this one next, this one, and that one, and all the way down.
Dude,
Boom.
how many you got in here?
Man, I had 235 packages today.
Here.
Sick, man. Sick.
Dude.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be done in a little bit though. I'm gonna be done in a little
So let me ask you this question. You get up, what time you gotta be at work?
Be at work at 9, we load up at 10. And once I get done loading up, I travel out. So I'm in Charlotte, so by the time I get to like Mooresville, it's probably like 40 minutes.
What time you get home?
Well, I go fast, so I'll be out by like 5 o'clock. So, you know, I don't play around, you know what I'm saying? So,
Is this one of the electric ones?
Nah, this gas.
Gas, it's diesel.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
Yeah,
diesel.
diesel.
All right, nice.
Yeah. So,
I like it, man.
yeah, it's all right, man.
How long you been doing it?
About a year.
Yeah.
Year and some change, matter of fact.
That's nice, man.
Yeah, it's all right, man. It's all right. What kind of YouTube channel you got?
So check it out, man. I started, have you ever seen like these signs in people's yards that say like happy birthday?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know, it says happy birthday Fred or happy birthday Joe, and it's got themes. So we started a channel. We started this business in January, and then come March, when the COVID came, moms couldn't do happy birthday for their kids. So they saw these signs, and it's been exploded. And I started a YouTube channel, and it's just exploded ever since, man.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's
I made some kick-ass advertising dollars on YouTube. Check it out. You know how much money I made yesterday on YouTube? $2.50.
$2.50. How many views you had to get $2.50?
So I have one video that has like 17,000 views. It's my only one that's really gotten big, and I've probably made $20 on it. So you know, it takes time, man.
Yeah.
It's a whole different world, like that YouTube thing, you know, because once you get a little bit of a following, you can, you know, talk to other people that, you know, are in your business, and you can, it's a whole different game.
That's what's up. How you find out about the advertising?
You just gotta call people. So there's different websites that you can go to that you can get affiliate codes. You know what affiliate code is? So let's just say somebody was selling some clippers that were electric that I could use to cut corrugated plastic. If I wanted to sell it, instead of actually buying it, I can give you an affiliate. I have an affiliate link that you could click on, you go buy, and they pay me a commission to do that.
Oh, that's what's up right there.
So that's it, man.
Hey, ain't no wrong with that. How you find out about this?
Dude, I'll tell you what, you know what, honestly, all the people on my channel who follow me are women. So they tell me, they say, listen, you need to start a Facebook page. So I'm like, okay. So I start one. You need to start affiliate codes. All these women know all about this stuff. I'm telling you, I just follow their lead. You know what I mean?
In COVID, the women went crazy.
They're bananas,
starting all
dude.
kind of businesses. You know what I'm saying? My wife, one of them. So. But that's something, man.
I'll tell you what, man, I appreciate your time, dude. You're doing a great job. Hey, listen, get it done at Quick Trip.
Huh?
Quick Trip. You got a little power? You get a donut in there?
Yeah, I ain't got a donut, I got power, though.
That's good.
All right, no problem.
Appreciate you.
Hey, you ever seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
No, what's that?
It's a movie. It's a movie with Mila Kunis. You look like the guy.
What's the name of it? Oh, I'll have it on video.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Is it like a romantic comedy, or was it like a shooter-upper? Your wife made you watch it, didn't she?
Nah, it's actually one of my favorite movies. Don't tell nobody. Oh, we know you too.
Be good, man. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so let's get back down to brass tacks. I want to figure out a way where... Yo! What do you got? Oh, I gotta get my... I left it there. You gotta take a picture of it?
Yeah, matter of fact, I do gotta scan it, so I'm glad it's left it. This is... Oh, yeah, I can scan it. But if I don't have that, I gotta scan it. I gotta touch it.
All right, man, be good.